We have the best mayor ever. I've been here since 1993.
No, peace and love, my folks. Peace and love. Back with more facts. You already know how we giving it up. You know what I'm saying? What we're here to do today, we'll bring her Tiffany Henyard. I tried to give her some grace, you know what I mean? Try to leave her alone for a little bit, but she's still at it. You know, like she has still been racking up the headlines, charges, bills, and accounts. It's like she's still going on vacation. She doing this and that. She threatening folks. I done seen all sorts of things on her since then. But I also seen like some people like act like she's the best man. So we're gonna get into all of that, all right? But without further Erykah Badu, let's get to it. So this is some of the latest.
More drama in Dolton to tell you about. Fox 32 has learned that controversial Mayor Tiffany Henyard may have billed the wrong taxpayers for a trip to Washington, D.C. earlier this year.
Dane Placco has been digging into all of this for more than 2 years now. He has the latest this afternoon.
You might call our latest story, Mayor Henyard goes to Washington, but sends the bill to the wrong taxpayers.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor, and I am in the White House.
It's mid-January, and Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is getting a tour of the White House, part of the U.S. Conference of Mayors annual meeting in Washington, D.C.
It's going to just be dope. But just turn around so you can see, got a group of people, going to go in some rooms, and yeah, oh my God.
And even a photo op with the president himself. But there's a big problem with who paid for Henyard to be here.
These appropriations are misappropriations.
We showed credit card statements for the trip to veteran municipal lawyer Bert Odelson, who represents Dolton trustees opposed to Henyard.
Every time I say I can't believe that she would do something, here comes another.
We found more than $9,000 in charges for the U.S. Conference Mayor's meeting, including conference fees, flights to Washington, D.C., hotel rooms that were all charged to a credit card belonging to Thornton Township, a completely separate unit of government where
Y'all heard that. You feel me? Mismanaging, misappropriating the funds. You know, anytime they got a name for it like that, they own you. And they got this old dude looking at it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Another thing she got going on, she's also like going through and like blocking channels talking about her and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's what she's taking food out of our mouths at this point. You feel me? Like, so, you know, that's an issue. I showed y'all that one person before. Here goes somebody else right here.
Corrupt Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard's attorneys are trying to silence me, and even went as far as to have a judge order me to remove one of my videos.
That's ridiculous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting the judges involved. Folks don't want to be involved with judges, you know what I mean? Unless it's in the Bible. And even then, I feel like that book is overlooked a lot. You know, what happens in judges? Somebody let me know in the comments. So then we get to sit in on another one of their like meetings or whatever. I don't even know what kind of meeting this is, but they be in there on her hind parts in these meetings. And I don't know why she like, I felt like after the first time, she was supposed to straighten up, you know what I mean? But she'd be like doubling down and whatnot, like being even worse on the next meeting. But this is, so this is one of the meetings.
All right. Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I have some concerns and hopefully I'll get some answers. First off, have we received the $6.8 million?
Keep going on your questions.
Are you going to answer?
Keep going with the questions because that got nothing to do with the bills. So
that's grant money that was already, but okay, so everybody would know that that's the answer because it's not being answered. But on May 3rd, we received the email from Bert Costanza and Carberry, which says that we owe them $4,501.27. They've been requesting this since August 28th, 2023. We once again get here. I don't recall them being on the warrant list. So there's an issue that we pick and choose who we're putting on the warrant list, who we're not putting on the warrant list. What really drew my concern was that someone sent us an email, and then we actually spoke to this person on the phone. And the email reads, "Thanks for your call this morning. Per our conversation, see the attached. This engineering firm was hired and has a proposal signed by Mr. Freeman. His invoice number is 1092. He is saying that we owe him $7,482.
And that we have our mayor that just sat up here and said, "Oh, you want receipts for the taxes? I'll put it on Snapchat." I found that particularly interesting, considering that we've been asking for financials for months. Put that on Snapchat for us, please. We have $4 million in checks that the board have approved that have not been dispersed. The checks are on someone's desk. Whose desk? We do not know. So when we continue to ask for financials, when we make decisions, it's just responsible. You know, we were elected to do a job, and that's what we're here to do. We keep saying, hey, this spending is getting out of control. We've been saying that for months. You have Trustee Belcher just set up here and asked, hey, if we're making decisions on voting for the bills, could someone tell us about the $6.8 million grant? We didn't receive an answer. But yet, we're told that the bag is being here, the bag is present, but the bag is empty, guys.
So yeah, it's definitely tense in there. Like I would hate getting that gig as a cameraman. Like I'd be scared and like quiet. You know what I mean? Like definitely just getting the work done. Like, cause my God, they in there arguing. Miss Norwood, I feel her. Like you can tell she's frustrated. She's tired of begging this lady. I want to see what. Okay. And from the lady of the hour, let's see what she said. Because she looked like she was fussing. So let's see.
I have sat here at a meeting. Please, quiet down for 1 second.
Quiet, please.
Plenty of times you guys have came to a meeting and had misinformation, misleading information. You guys have sat up here and said people said that you didn't pay them. It never was one of our vendors. So I don't entertain the stuff that y'all come up here and just say just because you want to say it for the media, for the residents, and there's no truth to it, no facts to it. And again, if you guys want to have an adult conversation with me, you know my number, you know what I live, you know all of that, Belcher. You guys can call me, but you don't. Hold on, but you don't call. You guys want to come here and put on a show for what? We still live here no matter what's going on in our neighborhood. For instance, it's a couple things y'all took off the warrant list that y'all need to put back on the warrant list. Y'all talk about y'all want to help the residents. If you want to help the residents, then help them. Why aren't y'all paying for concrete? So when they got a water main break, how do they pour concrete down? How do they fix it? Because they gotta call a company out. They gotta call a company out to fix it. But these are the problems that fall on my desk when y'all don't do what y'all supposed to do. And then the residents call me to fix it when y'all said no at a board meeting. Because at the end of the day, it still gotta get fixed. And that's what y'all failing to realize. No matter what they say up here, y'all gonna call me, the mayor. And you'll say, Mayor, I have a water main, but y'all gonna call me, the mayor. And you'll say, call me, the mayor.
Exactly. Like, Lord. So yeah, she up there in their hind parts, you know what I mean? It's rough. I feel bad. Like she, I don't like the conflict, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that. You can tell she's more annoyed now because there's definitely a lot of eyes going on. And she was like, we've still got to live here, you feel me? So now she's even talking to like, yeah, man, like, let's keep this internal. That's what it felt like to me. I don't know for sure, but that's what it felt like to me. She's like, yo, you know what I mean? Keep it on the low. But everyone is annoyed. Everyone is frustrated. So, like, that's rough. Like, that's got to be, tiresome for sure. Well, but when I say everyone, I can't say everyone because clearly some people say she's the best mayor ever. So let's look at this video right here and see.
Tonight in South Holland, in a room filled with curiosity and concern, Tiffany Henyard addressed her constituents.
The Thornton Township Supervisor and Dolton Mayor invited the community to Township Talk, where she responded to our report about her use of the Township credit card by mentioning travel expenses. Nate Rogers live in South Holland with more. Nate.
Yeah, that's right, John and Terrence. Tonight's meeting had a much different tone than what we've experienced previously at Dolton City Council meetings. Now, the room was full of Henyard supporters, and they wanted me to be sure to tell you that they applauded for her several times as she talked about the township being in a great place financially. Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, who's also the mayor of Dolton, hosting a township talk tonight. About 30 residents in attendance, Henyard staff talking about upcoming events as well as resources for seniors and struggling families. The majority of the meeting focused on property taxes and finances. Henyard showed residents how their property taxes have increased each year despite what their local mayors may have suggested. Staffers also distributed a breakdown of the township's finances from 2017 to current, where Henyard's team says years ago they were in a deficit of more than $2 million. And now, today, under her administration, her team says there's a surplus of more than $6 million.
Very appreciative to receive the information today. We have the best mayor ever. I've been here since 1993. And she's the best we ever had.
You know, you're doing a lot of programs, good programs for the, the senior citizens, and you're doing a lot of programs for, people who are on a fixed budget. But what about the people, the blue-collar people who are still carrying this, this town?
I was very appreciative of the transparency of the supervisor, Tiffany Henyard.
Were there any questions that you have at all?
No, right now I'm going to give her a chance.
That let us know everything we need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Paid actresses and actors. Now I'm playing. They definitely weren't paid, but they just oblivious. Like, they probably don't really pay attention. Like, they pay attention enough to be at these meetings, because that's wild to be at this meeting and then still kind of not really know what's going on. But you can tell they especially that first lady and then that last lady. Poor things, not to disrespect anybody's mama, aunts, or grandmas, you know what I'm saying? Because Lord knows, we all seen Friday After Next, but I don't want no smoke, ain't right, all right? But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see their takes on that for sure. She's a polarizing person, to say the least. Tiffany Henyard, I don't even know what to say, y'all. Peace and love. Till next time.